What cameras do you use? Also, I liked how you changed the angles. How do you do it? What cameras do you use and what mounts do you use? Is that an Insta360 that you use?
Wow.
I heard you, and today I tell you, let's get out of here. Nothing there. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. In today's video, we're going to talk about what's in my camera bag and how I use it. Now, before we get into it, it is smoking hot out here today, so I am dripping wet. So you'll probably see my shirt getting a little bit wetter as we go throughout this day. But if this is your first time watching, you do enjoy this, consider subscribing below and give me a comment and let me know where you're watching from, because I always want to know where you're watching from. And as always, if you've been here before, welcome back, legends. It's always amazing chatting with you in the comments below. I've absolutely loved it. And thank you everyone that has started to give me some donations of support. That is beyond kind, and I can't thank you guys enough. Now, if you did want to support me further, I did set up a Ko-Fi link recently down in the description below, but absolutely don't feel obliged. Anything, even a coffee to help me get through these videos would be greatly appreciated. But thank you very much, legends. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Let's go. Now, little disclaimer right from the beginning. I am absolutely not a professional at anything cameras related at all. So everything that you've been seeing on YouTube, especially when it comes to my video work, has been from me learning along the way. So when it comes to anything technical specs with cameras and all that kind of stuff, I'm definitely not your guy. I'm on this learning journey as well. So, and I'm just having an absolute blast doing it. So if there's anything to take away from the information I'm going to share with you today, is that anyone can do this, because I started only recently on YouTube, and then that's when I kind of really started my video journey. All right, let's jump in to the first camera. Let's go this way. Now, the first camera that I do use is actually just my photo camera. I use it purely only for photos. It's my most expensive camera, but prior to making videos, I would actually do photo shoots, fashion photo shoots more precisely, and I freaking love doing that so much, and I do miss it, and it's something that I'm gonna be getting back into soon. So if you haven't yet, jump and follow me on Instagram. I'll link it below, and you can catch up on all my previous work there. But this camera right here is my Sony A7 Mark III. Now, this thing is an absolute workhorse, and I use a 24-70 on this guy, and it's just a super variable lens. I get everything I need to with this camera, but this camera I precisely and only use for photo shoots. I don't use it for video work, at least not currently at the moment, but that's my Sony A7R Mark III. Camera number one. Let's get into camera number two. And the first one is your phone. Now, these days, everyone has a smartphone, and they do say that the best camera is the one that you always have on you, and that is by far going to be your personal phone. Now, what I currently shoot on is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I find that the video on this and the quality of audio is so amazing. You really don't need anything else. But if you do want to take it that next step further, I advise getting something like this, which is basically just like a little tripod, and I can attach my phone in here just like this, and then it's kind of easier to chat to camera. And then when I need to put it down, I can kind of just extend the legs out and I can put it down any place, which is amazing. But if you want to take it that next step further, I suggest getting one of these, which is basically just an extended version of this with extendable legs on the bottom, just like a massive tripod, if I can ever get this thing open with one hand. But essentially it goes from this, and the cool thing is that the monopod on this actually goes up to about 180 centimeters. Now, you can pick these up on Amazon for around, I don't know, about 20 USD dollars, which is nothing, but this thing is amazing because it folds up to just about nothing, and you can pop it down in your backpack, and it's tiny and super versatile. Now, the thing with your phone, which is incredible, it's great, but you do have to be in range of the phone every time. Now, if you want to take it that next step further again, I suggest getting what I got was a set of Rode Wireless Go 2s. Now, the cool thing about this is you can plug in this transceiver right here, which I put down on the ground. You plug that directly into your phone, and then essentially this one, I can get up to 200 meters range on this. Now I can come all the way down here. Now this is the great thing, I don't have to be in range of my phone, so I can be as far away as I want realistically, up to 200 meters that is, and I can be heard. So It's definitely worth grabbing a set of these. They're heaps good. I really like them. But in all honesty, guys, the main camera you want to use every single day is the one that's on you. And if you want to start filming and you want to get straight into it, I suggest just start filming on your phone and get creative with your shots and your angles. But with that, let's get on to the next camera. Now this next one is for all of those little unique angles that you want to get. So if you want something that's going to give you like a different perspective, I'm actually starting to love this one more and more. I don't use it enough, and that is the Insta360 Go 3. Now this thing is really, really cool. It essentially comes as like almost like a GoPro looking thing, but the unique thing about this is the actual camera itself pops out and you can put this thing literally so many different spots, just like on here. Now let me show you what I mean. Now I could just have a normal video like you're looking at me right now, having a swing on here, or I can change it to this. And now all of a sudden, you're getting that first perspective view, which is super cool, man. Because this camera is so small, you can put it in all these locations that you couldn't really fit a camera before. Let me show you a couple. Now, I'm inside of a park right now, and this area may not seem that unique, but with this Insta360 Go 3, super cool. Check out this, you can get angles like this. Now all of a sudden, my videos are taken to a different level. Now think about all of the different views in those smaller spaces that you couldn't get before, you can now get. But now this paired with a mount just like this one here, you can essentially attach this cool little clamp mount and you can get the attachment, attaches right on there, and then all of a sudden you can clamp this onto heaps of different stuff and get some pretty cool angles. Have you ever been curious about how I get this bike shot? Well, it's done just like this right here. So all of a sudden, the video of you trying to film yourself riding in a park one day in the middle of the day can look a little bit more cool. Check this out. How cool is this, man? Now that is a unique angle. All right, next one. Now this next one doesn't really need an introduction, but first it's so hot and I need to get me a drink. All right, what to get? Oh, look at this. 200 yen, nice. And Pocari Sweat. I swear there's more in that bottle. All right, that's that done. Recycle appropriately. Now, as I said, the next one needed no introduction because that is the Insta360 X3. This thing is cool. Now, the thing that's really cool about this is through the actual app, it has a lot of built-in templates. Let me show you. Now, this is the Insta360 app, which is cool. Now, if you go down to the bottom and you can hit on edit. Now, if you go to edit, hit shot lab, it gives you a bunch of different templates that you can do. So this one's called fly laps, where you essentially just walk down the street, and I've used this in a couple of my videos before. Essentially, when you tap on to any of these, what it does, it gives you like a little example on how to actually shoot the video and all the information around the steps to actually record and then get to the editing steps of it at the end. So the X3, that's the one for me. All right, let's get on to the next one. Now this next one is my favorite one of all, and that's this, the DJI Pocket 3. Now this thing is amazing. It's so good if you're a solo shooter because it has tracking abilities and everything built in. But basically you just have this little device here and you flick up the screen and then it turns on. See, there you are right there. Now I bought the Creator Combo package, which not only comes with the actual unit itself, but it also comes with the DJI Mic 2, which is a noise cancelling mic, which is pretty much what I've been shooting this entire day on here. Now, if you are a single shooter, it has tracking abilities, but at the same time, this unit here is an actual gimbal. So you've got absolute stability. So if you are walking around doing vlogging, you've always got your nice and steady shot that can track you and follow you with ease. But if you are wanting to take your vlogging to the next level, I say use the Pocket 3. I've been riding 30 minutes uphill and I'm not even sure that I'm allowed to fly here. Oh mate, this better be worth it. I'm knackered. Now the last and the final one, the one that is the absolute hero of the day and it never fails to impress anyone, even myself, and that's my drone, the DJI Mavic Air 2. Now, I have traveled everywhere throughout Japan and Australia with my drone, and I absolutely love it. It just gives a different perspective to the story, and it tells it in a whole different way. And most of all, it's just so fun to fly, man. And then when you're done with it, and then it's done. And that's how you do it. Flying a drone. It's a lot simpler than you think. Now, this is a slightly older drone now in comparison to the ones that are out there, but this does everything you need it to. Shoots in 4K, it has a ton of cool features, has a lot of automatic features, so if you are a beginner, pretty much all of the DJI drones have some really cool automatic features like tracking and flying circles around you and all that kind of stuff. And it's always worth getting some ND filters, so if it's a bright day, like the middle of the day, like it is right now, it's worth using those because it's just gonna make your pictures look a lot better. But if you really want to take your game to the next level, grab one of these guys, not just for the video, in fact, it's just a whole lot of fun to fly. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there today. That's what's in my camera bag. I hope you did enjoy it. If you have any further questions, drop a comment down below or just let me know what you thought of this video. I had a lot of fun doing this today, even though I am absolutely sweltering, but it's been an absolute blast. But guys, as always, until next time, Ja Mata. And I'll see you soon, legends.